Trump is finding himself in hot water with his base after spending his weekends like he usually does, wasting all of our taxpayer dollars on the green. His choice of companion is making the maggots second think his judgment. It seems like the gap between establishment Republicans and MAGA is getting wider and wider, a bit like the space between Trump's two brain cells. Trump taking the time to golf out of his busy schedule of crashing the economy and ostracizing our allies isn't exactly surprising. According to my favorite website, Trump Golf Track, he spent a staggering 27.14% of his presidency golfing. That number is actually going up. I mean, honestly, with the amount of damage that he's doing, I'd rather he spend his time in Mar-a-Lago hitting a tiny ball with a metal stick across a field than in the Oval Office. But it seems like this last weekend's little golf escapade wasn't received as well as usual. Donald Trump on Saturday made a golf announcement that spiraled out of control when the president's own fans started lashing out at the GOP lawmakers Trump was playing with. Trump over the weekend took to his own social media site, Poop Social, to announce that he had won yet another tournament at his own golf course. This is becoming a farce of itself, sort of like Kim Jong-un being voted sexiest man in North Korea. Here's what Trump posted. I just played a round of golf with Alexander Stubb, president of Finland. He is a very good player, and we won the men's membership golf tournament at Trump's International Golf Club in Palm Beach County. This man is never seeing heaven. With the legendary Gary Player and former congressman and highly successful television host Trey Gowdy. Can you guys point out the problem with this post that sent the maggots into a tizzy? Of course, it wasn't the fact that he was spending yet another weekend wasting our money on the golf course. The weekend before last, the trip cost us $2.9 million, and taxpayers had spent $26 million in 2025, i.e. the first 3 months of his presidency, so that the president can golf and spend time outside the White House. This number is probably closer to $30 million now, considering this tournament wasn't exactly a small endeavor. It isn't the flagrant inefficiency and waste of tax dollars that they're pissed about. Nope. It's the fact that Lindsay Graham was also there. Here's what he tweeted. I was honored to play with and win the Trump International Spring Member Guest Tournament today. President Trump was awesome. Finnish President Alexander Stubb, who played golf at Furman University, was amazing. The legendary Gary Player was the Rock of Gibraltar. Trey Gowdy occasionally helped. I almost never helped. But we won. MAGA. Here's the nightmare blunt rotation right here. Standing on the most tacky carpet imaginable. I bet Trump picked this out himself. But it was the inclusion of Senator Lindsey Graham, and to a lesser extent Trey Gowdy, that sent MAGA into a tailspin. I busted out the old Truth Social account and dove deep into the sewer to bring you guys these little nuggets of gold. So if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure to like the video and double check that you're subscribed. In response to Trump's post, Lori Sunshine said, Lindsey Graham and Trey Gowdy, is this a keep your friends close and enemies closer kind of day? Or how about this one from Steve Emery? Gowdy and Graham, you fucking serious? With a picture of Lindsey Graham that says warmonger, which of course I think is an accurate description, and deep state pawn Lindsey Graham. Michael Zauner responded he is using those useful idiots. Their day is coming. Which I honestly think is true, given the fact that Lindsey Graham at one point of his life was a never-Trumper, now finds himself licking the boot from toe to tip. J-Mac says Trey Gowdy and Lindsey Graham will stab you in the back with glee the moment the situation presents itself. Miss KC, we the people do not trust Lindsey Graham, period. Carlet says, nice. We say no to Lindsey Graham. Pick another America First candidate. Very bold of you, Ultra MAGA Kings, to tell Donald Trump what to do. And finally, Spears says, Lindsey Graham, Trey Gowdy? These two are not supporters of your administration. I no longer trust them, and many other Republicans. I understand you have amazing goals for our country and have your eye on the prize, working with all sides. Makes me nervous when I see these folks with you. Love you and fully support you, President Trump. Oh my God, we're getting to the point where these people might have to be sent to re-education camps to fight back this insane level of indoctrination. Kojak responded, I don't like Lindsey Grahamnesty either. I think Trump needs support from him or something specific, and he needs Trump's endorsement to get reelected. An alliance of convenience. Hopefully Trump will get what he needs and Grahamnesty will get primaried by a real Republican. We have officially gotten to the point where the Republican brand means Trump and Trump only. The grand old party has been broken down and sold for parts. What once was the party of law and order is now the party of cons and thieves, who once claimed national security but now advocate for national dominance. Gone are the days of sensible policy debate, of balancing the budget or fiscal responsibility, and now are the days of chaos and derision. What has replaced them is cronyism, a demand of loyalty to Trump and Trump alone. To be anti-Trump is to be anti-Republican, which is to be anti-American. The Republican Party is fully captured, and seeing as they are no longer pushing back against Trump and instead joining him for extracurricular golfing tournaments, I just hope that the party goes down along with the ship, because at this point, it's Trump or democracy, and it seems like they've made their choice. I'm Tony Hinderman with Really American, and I'll catch you next time.